Hello everyone, welcome to class. My name is Anne Gloag and I'll be your instructor for your Math 141 class. This is pre-calculus. This is a 6 weeks course over the summer. So you gave yourself a challenge to do this course in such a short time. This is a 5-unit course. So typically this class meets for 2.5 hours per session twice a week. That's how I usually teach it when we're in class. So it's like 5 hours of lecture time. And then college rule says for each hour of lecture time, you should spend 2 additional hours for studying, doing homework, and so on. So basically, this amounts to lots of hours that you're going to need to spend on this course over the summer. So yeah, if you do those calculations, kind of condensing all that information in 6 weeks, you basically need to have somewhere around 40 hours per week that you need to dedicate for this class. So it's like a full-time job. And I'm very serious about this. It's not a joke. It's not a lie. I'm not trying to scare you off. But that's how the numbers work out. Okay, so if you are ready, prepared, willing to spend that much time in this course, I'm here to support you every step of the way with my materials, and I'm going to have live sessions. I'll be on email, every day, kind of taking questions. But just be aware that it does take that much amount of time to be able to go through the course materials and assignments because it's a big class, right? So this pre-calculus class is called pre-calculus because it has the tools to prepare you for a calculus course that's geared towards the sort of sciences, economics. If you're going to business, this is a good course, but you have other options. You could take just college algebra and go into business calc afterwards. But this is a very important course in the sequence of courses that takes you to like a sciencey, engineering, computer science, sometimes business, sometimes economics degree, depending on sort of what you're doing. Okay, so to start the course, you are probably already in Canvas. That's why you're seeing this video. If you want to log in, you kind of go to the home page. I have my stuff organized by modules. Let me see if I can. I'm going to look at the student view so you don't see what I see. All right. So you start with the orientation module. My email is right here if you need to get in touch with me. The syllabus. If you click on this link, you'll see the syllabus. It's in a website format. It has all the information that you need here about stuff about me, stuff about how the course works, my teaching philosophy, expectations of me and you, important dates, materials that you need, classroom etiquette, academic accommodations. I welcome learners from all sorts of sort of preparation backgrounds, learning styles. If you do have a documented disability, please register with the DSBS at the college and email me your accommodation letter so I know what accommodations that you need and we can set this up in place right away. Okay. There's my cheating policy. Please, my advice, just don't cheat. The cliche is true that if you cheat, you only cheat yourself. This course contains information that's really crucial to your success in subsequent math courses and engineering, computer science, business courses. And if you pass this class by cheating, you're basically going to shoot yourself in the foot. It's going to hurt you down the line because you don't have the content and the tools to make you successful in your other classes. So please do the work yourself. If you need help, let me know. Go to the tutoring resources. But please don't cheat, okay? So here's my advice for being successful. Believe in yourself. That's probably the most important one. You can do it. Even if it's sort of looks tough, seems tough. Math is hard, but I believe that anybody can do it. It doesn't take a special talent. It just takes dedication, lots of hard work. All right. So, second piece of advice: show up. Okay. So I know this is not a face-to-face class, but show up in the course. Be active in the course every day if you can. Participate in the discussion boards. Post math jokes in the Padlet. Come to the live Zoom session so we can work together. So show up, not just like sort of physically, but also mentally, that you're prepared and open-minded to work through the course. And of course, do the work. Okay, so you don't have to. There's lots and lots of work. You don't have to earn every single point in the course. There's actually some choice on the assignments that you can do in some respects, but do as many assignments as you possibly can, even the hard and confusing ones. Okay, so kind of challenge yourself to do the work. And the last piece of advice: communicate. All right, so don't go quiet on me. Don't disappear. If you sort of want to continue in the course and do well, you need to let me know. If you're getting stuck, you need to let me know. If you're going to miss deadlines, you need to tell me what's going on with you, and just come talk to me by email in the discussion boards. Talk to each other so you can solve the problems, do your assignments, and be successful. All right. So I have contact information here and links to our tutoring. We're going to have NetTutor for us this summer. The ASC is not, our tutoring center is not open, but there's a 24/7 tutoring system that you can access for free. This one. All right. So where do the grades come from? All right. So grades come from these criteria. You're going to have homework, exams, problem sets, participation, and a final assessment. So homework is like every section of every chapter. You're going to have a homework assignment that's going to be done online in Canvas. There are going to be 4 exams spread throughout the term. They come pretty often, right? 4 exams over 6 weeks. It's not exactly 1 a week, but they're pretty often. So I combine a few chapters at a time for the exams. Exams are going to be a combination of problems that look like the homework and also word problems that you're going to do by hand. Okay? Problem sets, 30%. All right, so these are 10, 12 problems per set. There's like 15 sets over the term. And these are word problems. They are more challenging. You need to kind of apply and synthesize sort of the knowledge that you're learning from watching videos and doing the homework, and kind of put it together in solving these problems. So they are related to the topics that you're going to learn in each unit, in each chapter, but they're not going to be, here's a problem of this kind repeated. You have to think. All right, so these are going to be more challenging for a lot of people. So in the problem set, you need to solve this by hand. You need to show every step of the solutions. The answers are all in the back of the book. You can check the answers, so I don't need the answer from you. I need to see your steps of your work. For each problem set, each of you are going to be assigned 1 problem to do via video. So you're going to do a video explaining your step of the solution that you're going to post it on the discussion board, and you guys can see each other's videos and discuss and correct each other and use those solutions to help you complete the problem sets if you need help. All right. Now there's going to be more than 1 student doing the same problem. Maybe 3, 4 students will do the same problem. So if you're kind of in a group, you can collaborate ahead of time to come up with a solution, but you still each need to do your own video solution and post. Okay? So this is a very important part of this course. We're remote, but I want to hear everybody's voices if I was in a typical classroom, I would have people going out to the board and explaining and doing problems. So this is our remote version where you're going to do the solutions on video, and we can use the discussion boards to analyze those solutions. All right. Now, participation grade is 20%. This comes from lots of different areas that you can do. You have a bunch of choices on how to collect participation points. And final assessment, it's you get to choose. You can either take a traditional exam that looks like one of the other exams, or you can do a digital portfolio of your work. And there's more details on what that entails. Okay. All right, so here's like assignment descriptions. So there are lesson videos for each section in the course. Now for each video, I attached a PDF file that's a blank lecture note. So it's up to you if you want, if you find it useful, and I really recommend that you do, that you print those out and you watch the videos and you take notes on the blank lecture notes. If you take pictures and you scan it in and you turn it in, then you get 2 participation points for each of those completed lecture notes. There are checkpoint quizzes at the end. These are not required, but I recommend you do them, and there's videos that explain the solutions that you can check later. All right. The online homework. So after you watch the videos, do the online homework for the section. This is like unlimited tries. It's online. You're going to get immediate feedback on how you're doing. All right. If you get stuck too long on one problem, leave it, come back to it later, bring it up to the Zoom session, ask about it, or put in the discussion board. You shouldn't be stuck on like an hour on a problem. If you are, you probably need some clarification. All right. All right, problem sets we've talked about. So these are probably going to be the most challenging part of the course. So make sure kind of be prepared to dedicate lots of time with those. All right, and the video solutions are part of that. All right. So the most important about these problem set assignments: be kind to yourself and each other. You might make lots of mistakes. Some mistakes. You might not make any mistakes at all, and that's fine. But when you post your video solutions, I don't expect them to be perfect. So if you do make mistakes in your solutions, be kind to yourself. And if you notice other mistakes that other students make, please point them out, but gently. All right. So it's like, I noticed that in that step you did that. Are you sure it's correct? I think it should be this. So you can help each other correct those mistakes. I think we learn by making mistakes if we take the time and are open-minded to kind of think why we made the mistakes and rectify them. All right. Okay, so exams are going to be taken in the same system as you're doing your homework. There's going to be half the points come from problems that are similar to the homework, where you just sort of put the answer in. You have like 2 tries for each problem, but half the points come from problems that are similar to the ones on the written problem sets. You might get a couple of those problems for each exam, and those you have to write by hand, show me all the steps, and then upload the files in using the button on the test that says upload the file here. All right. A final exam or portfolio. Again, it could be a regular assessment like your exams, or you can make a digital portfolio. I will give criteria for what needs to be included and also provide a sample digital portfolio for you to see what I'm expecting. All right, now other assignments these are optional. So investigation assignments, discussion assignments, these are optional, and they you can do them to collect participation points. So they are optional and not, because I think you can collect all the participation points you need by other means without having to do any of these, but if you do these, then it will help you collect participation points. So investigation assignments are sort of more in-depth look at certain topics in math, like they'll help you with graphing techniques, analyzing polynomials in more depth, solving application problems with exponentials and logs. These are best done collaboratively, so kind of use the discussion boards, come to Zoom sessions. I'll schedule a few Zoom sessions that, well, hey, we'll do investigation 1 in this Zoom session, and then you can come to that session to get started on them. Discussion assignments have to do with math, and also learning math, but you're not actually doing math problems for them. So they range in topics widely. Those are fun assignments to do. You're going to learn a little bit about yourself and a little bit more about math. So I really recommend that you complete a few of these throughout the semester. All right, so here's the participation grade. Some more detail on that. So your participation grade is worth 20% of the total grade for the course. You need to collect 200 points by completing a mix of participation assignments. There's lots of available participation points. I haven't really counted how many, but way more than 200. So you have lots of choice. So you can choose according to what you like to do and what fits with your schedule. And you can earn up to 50 extra credit points, which kind of equates to 5% on extra credit for your final grade by doing extra assignments. So my advice, make sure to collect between 30 to 40 participation points each week to keep on track. I don't think that you would be able to collect all 200 in the last week of the class while you're trying to take your last test and final exam and stuff like that. So don't leave it till the end. Pace yourself. So where you can collect them, the lecture note assignments that I was talking about earlier, those are 2 points each. I think there's about 60 of those throughout the course. So you can do all of them, you can do none of them, you can do some of them, all right? I think these are really helpful to do as you're watching the lecture videos. If you do extra videos from the problem set assignments, so you're required to do 1, but if you make more, those are worth 5 points each. So if you love making solution videos, knock yourself out, and they're 5 points each. If you do investigation assignments, there's 10 that I have posted in the course. Those are worth 10 points each. Discussion assignments, I think there's about 10 of them. Those are worth 5 points each. Attending and participating in live Zoom sessions, if you get 5 points if you're there 45 minutes minimum. So I'm not going to do 1 point if you're there for 10 minutes, 2 points if you're there for 15 minutes. You're either there or not. So if you're there for 45 minutes or more, then you get 5 points. If you're not, if you're there less, then you don't get the points. You're welcome to come for 5-10 minutes, however much you need to get your questions answered. But if you're there for less than 45 minutes, then you don't get the participation points. So here's my times for the live meetings and the Zoom link where you can access it. All right. Now think about deadlines. There's lots of work in this class. All right. You probably already looked at each module. There is a lot of work for this class because it's a 5-unit course squeezed in 6 weeks. So it's like I'm not making up work. This is just what the course is like. All right. So each of you will figure out how to structure your week to complete your assignments. All right. So kind of look at your other commitments. You need to make time between 30 and 40 hours to spend each week on this course. So keep that in mind. All right. I recommend doing math every day. Maybe take 1 or 2 days off so you don't do math every day. But you'll need to spend probably at least 5 days a week doing math. Okay. So I have some firm deadlines and some flexible deadlines. Okay, so firm deadlines are for exams, including the final exam and the portfolio. So there will be a day when I open the exam over a 24-hour period, and once you start, you have 2 hours to complete it. So those are firm deadlines. Right? And the problem set video solutions. So that problem you're assigned for, you got to do problem 5 from this set by this date. That's a firm deadline, because otherwise the collaboration doesn't work. Okay? If for firm deadlines, if you know you have to miss it, if something happens, let me know. Hopefully a couple of days ahead of time, and we can see if we can make arrangements. But these are important that you stick to the deadlines for these. Okay? Now the rest of the assignments are on flexible deadlines. So I put deadlines on every single assignment in Canvas as a pacing guide. And I recommend that you stick with it because I think you will not fall behind if you stick to the posted deadlines. But those are not firm. So if you're kind of doing lecture notes, or if you're doing investigation assignments, or if you're doing your homework, and if you're not sticking to those deadlines, it's okay. I'm still gonna take them. I'm not gonna penalize. But you do have to turn in everything that's going to be graded by the end of the course, which is July 24 at 11:59 p.m. I bet you know that if you fall behind, it's really, really hard to recover, especially for a course where there's so much work to do. So you can structure your week to kind of how you want in order to complete the work. But if you are falling behind on deadlines, then that is not a good thing. All right. So if you have a few days where you haven't done work, you'll need to recover over the next few days. If you've gone like a whole week without doing any assignments, then you're in trouble. All right. So just make sure that you keep on top. Now, because I put deadlines in Canvas, these assignments will show up late. If you don't submit them by the posting deadlines, ignore that. All right, just don't pay any attention with it. It's just the way Canvas works. All right. So also look at the course goals. So the course goals will tell you what the course is about, what particular topics you're going to learn. In each module, I also give you an outline of the topics that you're learning each week. There's also the support page, Canvas support, academic and student services will link you to different offices on campus. Most of these are open over the summer. So make sure that you get in touch with people if you need anything, and also let me know and I can direct you to particular people that can help you. All right. Okay, so I think that's it for now. It's long enough for a intro video. Again, welcome to the class. I am really looking forward to working with you. Make sure to read through everything in the syllabus, all the details and all the pages, to be familiar with what's happening, because I put everything in here. And let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you over Zoom at some point soon, or definitely hear from you in the discussion boards as the weeks progress. All right, bye everyone. See you later.